All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're deconstructing the master plan for the next generation of engineers. We're going to break down the official Pearson BTEC Higher Nationals in engineering, basically the blueprint that's shaping the people who will literally build our future.
Now, if you were to look at the official document for this, well, it's a monster. Over 1,400 pages. Yeah, that's pretty intimidating, right? But don't worry, that's why we're here, to cut through all of that and turn this massive guide into something you can actually understand.
So how do you even start to tackle something that big? You know what? You start with the basics. First, we're going to look at the fundamental building blocks to see how these qualifications are actually put together.
And what's really cool is just how logical this all is. Everything is built on a really clear hierarchy, which creates this super straightforward path for students. You've got your main qualification at a certain level, and that's made up of different types of units. Then, inside each unit, you get to the most important piece of the puzzle, the learning outcome. It's a clear roadmap from A to B.
Okay, let's zoom in on this key term you're going to hear a lot, the unit descriptor. Think of it this way. If the whole qualification is the master blueprint for a skyscraper, the unit descriptor is the detailed plan for one single floor. It's the official doc that tells you absolutely everything you need to know about that one module.
And this breaks down the anatomy of every single one of those units. You've got the title, which is the big picture summary. The essential content tells you what you'll be studying. The assessment criteria lays out exactly how you're graded. But the part I really want you to focus on is the learning outcomes. This isn't just about what you'll know. It's about what you'll be able to do. We're talking tangible, hands-on skills.
So you've got this awesome, flexible structure. What can you do with it? Well, it opens up a whole world of possibilities. I mean, look at this. Aeronautical, automotive, manufacturing, electrical, the list just goes on and on. This whole setup is designed to give you the flexibility to go deep into the area that you're truly passionate about.
Okay, now this is where things get really exciting. A qualification like this can't just sit still, right? It has to evolve with the industry. So now we're going to look at the brand new, future-focused units that have just been added. This is the cutting edge.
First up, the EV revolution. I mean, it's impossible to ignore. We're in the middle of this massive global shift to electric and hybrid vehicles. And this isn't just some small trend. It's a total game changer for the entire auto industry. And the skills needed are changing just as fast. And you can see the curriculum is right on the pulse. We're talking new units covering everything from the manufacturing of EV batteries to the incredible potential of hydrogen power. These aren't just cool topics for a lecture. These are the exact skills that companies, from huge automakers to tiny startups, are desperately trying to hire for right now.
All right, next we're moving from what's being built to how it's being built. Welcome to the Smart Factory. We're talking about Industry 4.0, the rise of automation, big data, and crazy levels of efficiency that are transforming manufacturing.
And no surprise, the skills you need are right here. Industrial digitalization, that's all about connecting every machine in a factory to the cloud. And Lean Six Sigma is this world-famous method for making processes ridiculously efficient. Getting certified as a green or black belt, that is a huge deal. It's an industry credential that can give you a massive leg up in the job market.
And hey, for anyone out there with a serious need for speed, the updates also dive headfirst into the world of motorsport and high-performance design. This is where engineering gets pushed to its absolute breaking point limits.
And let's be clear, this is not just about theory. These units are about designing and actually manufacturing parts for race cars, getting your hands dirty in a real motorsport workshop, and mastering the physics of aerodynamics. It's all about applying engineering principles where every millisecond and every gram counts.
Okay, so we've seen what you learn. Now let's talk about how it's all measured, because this is a completely different world from your typical final exam. This is all about proving what you can actually do.
So, how does the assessment work? This is where BTEC really stands apart. Forget about cramming for one big, high-stakes exam that's all about memorizing facts. Instead, you're assessed through ongoing projects and assignments, practical tasks that prove you can take what you know and use it to solve real-world engineering problems.
And your skills are graded on this really clear scale. Getting a pass means you've got the fundamentals down cold. A merit means you're kicking it up a notch with deeper analysis. And a distinction? Well, that means you're operating at a whole other level, critically evaluating and solving complex problems like a pro.
All right, let's bring this all home. We've looked at the structure, the cutting-edge content, the hands-on assessment, but what's it all for? What's the end goal? It's simple: starting a successful, meaningful career.
You know, there's a line from one of the unit descriptors that I think just perfectly sums up the whole spirit of this thing. It says, successful engineering application and innovation is dependent upon the appropriate use of these materials. And that's really what it all boils down to, isn't it? It's about deeply understanding the building blocks of our world so you can create, innovate, and solve the problems that matter.
So, at the end of the day, what we have here is a detailed, robust, and future-proof blueprint. It gives you the tools, the knowledge, and the techniques. The only question left, and it's the most important one, is what will you build with it?